6 or 7 times.
Joe, are you ready for the Garage Logic Holiday Spectacular?
Yes, I am.
Kick it.
No, wait, I'm not ready. Just kidding.
Fratelloni's Hardware and Garden Stores brings you a once-in-a-generation Garage Logic show, number 987, December 23rd, 2022. 58 degrees on this day in 1888.
Wow.
27 below on this day in 1872. And on Christmas Eve, just because we won't be here, 47 degrees in 1909 and 31 below in 1872. Man, they were cold in those covered wagon days, huh?
Christmas Day.
And on Christmas Day, we hit 51 degrees in 1922 and 39 below in 1879.
So,
Hit it, boys.
So Christmas time is here, I guess.
Christmas time is here.
Really?
Once in a generation. We have Stephen C. Anderson, Garage Logic's pianist extraordinaire. We have John Heidt, the newsman who plays the guitar. Well, garage
It's really cool.
guitar.
It's really cool.
I shouldn't talk then.
Yeah, true.
Oh yeah, I want to smoke and a drink.
Deep inhale. I love fake smoking. It's my favorite. I'm gonna grab a pen. Kenny's doing real smoke. Cheers, Kenny.
Isn't that lovely? Now we're gonna have a music show today.
Music show.
Stephen is fresh off his gig at the Cathedral, which was a big success. 2,000 people. We have it linked, and Reavers, if you could pay attention, do we have that linked for the
That will be on the
listeners?
Garage Logic website,
Right.
yes.
And why don't we give people a taste of that right now, if you want?
You know, we've been setting up for this show for, let's see, an hour and 10 minutes. You've been sitting there for about 38 minutes.
Yeah.
Okay.
But I
And
love the way
this is the
cathedral is
first
lit.
you have mentioned
Oh,
that.
yeah.
Yeah.
We went with the lights. We did big production.
It was just
and-
wonderful. It was
and
just
after
wonderful.
we did 5 years, took 2 years off. It was so great to be back there again.
Because you had the COVID problem.
Yeah, something like
Right.
that. Yeah.
Yeah,
Stephen
that
C.
gets
is world renowned, plays all over town, plays nationally, worldwide. Johnny Height's known in every VFW between here and
There you go.
Mandel.
Exactly.
There you go.
And you guys have talked. We're not going to do a regular show today. What would we normally do? What about those taxes?
Yeah, right. The taxes are too damn high, and now these whole Republican people and the Democrat. What is euphoria anyway? What are they celebrating Christmas for? They're godless communists.
Yeah.
There's you got your fix.
What am I hearing?
That's the children's choir at the cathedral.
This is from the cathedral.
What a
Walking in with
beautiful
their
setting.
Safe candles. Don't want to burn it down.
What am I hearing?
There's
in the
another
background?
audio running.
Yeah, there's another audio running. I'm hearing people yelling. or
Darlene?
something.
There's the choir, Joe. See?
Who's singing?
Jill Gubash. The lead is Jack Cassidy, actually. Still, still, still.
Wow. Is that part of it? What is that?
You must have another window
There's
open or
another
something.
There's
voice
another,
singing
something
there.
open.
I'm going to head out. So I'll see you guys later.
Good talking to you, Chris.
Yep.
We came into a building today that's fairly vacant.
I got a really good parking spot.
Parking was good, yeah.
Yeah, really good.
There's nobody here today. We are apparently in the throes of a once-in-a-generation storm, which is silly. It's not, but we won't harp on that today. If it's once in a generation, whose generation? And I had a nice note from Daryl, who said the frenzy about the once-in-a-lifetime event is beyond embarrassing. Once in a lifetime? You're kidding, aren't you? Here are the snowstorms since 1940. And he did the since whens.
Okay.
And this is from the Department of Natural Resources.
All right.
And I pray that these do not get taken down because I rely on them to prove that there's nothing new here. You had your Armistice Day blizzard. That was 94 deaths. March 14 and 15, 1941. I won't even go through them all. January 24th, 1972, 72-mile-an-hour winds. December 31st, 1972, New Year's blizzard. January 10 through 12, 1975, one of the state's strongest blizzards. 14 people and 15,000 head of livestock died. Feb 4, 1984, 80-mile-an-hour winds, 16 people died. November 19, 1981, the Metrodome roof collapsed,
Oh, yeah.
right? March 3 through 5, 1985, two-story drifts in Duluth.
2 stories?
Two-story drifts in
Holy
Duluth.
moly.
November 16, 1988, 33-mile-an-hour winds, 7-foot drifts. The Halloween blizzard. Then recently we've had a couple of Aprils with some major storms. So it is really jumping the shark to have called this a once-in-a-lifetime event. I'm sure it's not pleasant out in the open country.
No. Yeah.
It's probably blowing to beat hell, and visibility is dramatically reduced, but that's not uncommon.
But if it weren't a once-in-a-generation storm, then I wouldn't be able to go.
That's exactly what's happening. It's just amazing. It's just amazing. There's nothing generational about it. There's nothing historic about it.
Yeah.
Nothing. It's winter.
I thought we were going to have to cancel Christmas.
No, we're not going to cancel Christmas. And I'm very pleased that you guys were able to make it. I'm sure it was treacherous as hell.
It wasn't treacherous, but it was long.
Yeah, well.
It was long.
So take over, boys. It's Stephen C.
Oh,
and John
I see.
Heidt, and we just need a day of music. We need a day of joyful noise.
What key are we going to be in, Steve?
I think here's a song we don't have to worry about. Dreaming of a White Christmas. I think we're good there, and I think we'll play it slow first, and then maybe kick it up a little bit. Right?
Sure.
Yeah,
In
kick
C.
it up a little bit
See?
when you get into it for me.
I like that. Will they bring out the best in each other?
I think we tag every song with Jingle Bells.
I think so.
All of them.
Let's see it.
There you go.
You
Guaranteed
guys
White
play
Christmas.
requests?
If we know them.
What is the most
I don't know any of
demanded
these.
song you play at Christmas time?
Silent Night.
What is really?
Really?
Which is a German
Well,
song.
or
isn't it?
Chestnuts.
Chestnuts. Yeah.
Little Drummer Boy. We could hit some of that.
Yeah.
Or we could get more churchy and do a little What Child Is This? Get a little more mood.
What about Darlene Love?
We'd need a chart on that one.
You got
Which
a
one?
Darlene Love.
Oh.
You need a chart.
It'd be tough.
But you brought charts. You
Well,
brought.
not really.
Yeah. Can you read music, John?
As they say in Nashville, not enough to hurt my playing.
What does
As
that
they
mean?
say
I
in
can-
what?
In Nashville, the running joke is, can you read music? And all
Not
the
enough to
studio
hurt my
players
play.
say, not enough to hurt my play.
I get it.
I can read music, but I can't read on sight, so I could read it if you gave me an hour.
I see.
But I'm sure Stephen can probably read.
You
Yeah, if
read
you have-
music.
oh, yeah.
Of course. You're
just
a national
right.
recording.
And he
artist.
can just go ahead and play the song. I can't do that. I can read it,
Right.
but slowly.
Right. Could we get another guitar player in here real quick then? Someone who could read music?
How do you spell music?
There's
Got a
very
K
few.
or
There's
two
very
Cs?
few guitar players that read
M-U-Z-A-K.
music.
Probably, yeah.
Is that true?
But
That there's very few.
well, no, I mean studio players, those kind of guys can, but most rock and roll and jazz guys can. That's
Gotcha.
kind of what it amounts to.
Gotcha.
Like I said, I can read. Here's a G, here's a D. I just can't play on sight the song at the time.
You guys play when you're by yourselves?
Absolutely.
You must practice all the time.
Sometimes yes, sometimes no.
Okay.
It's a
And
good
you
question,
practice
though.
all the time.
I don't practice as much as I should. No, I'm down to about twice a week, which is unfortunate. But every week I say to myself, this week
Right.
it'll be every day. But that doesn't.
My quote is, this week I'm going to cut back a little bit.
Well,
How's
take
that
it away,
working?
boys. We have no plans
try to cut
today.
back. I'm gonna
we have
try to
no
cut back.
plans except music.
Music, huh?
I'd like to talk a little bit about the cathedral's 8-second reverb.
I would like you to
How
talk
do
a
you
bit about
deal with
yeah,
that? How do you deal with that?
You just try not to listen to the 8 seconds and you listen to your instrument, but it's one of the most, just without words, coolest places to play. And so when they do this Carol of the Bell, those things just like flutter
Yeah.
around the cathedral. It's really
Wow.
fun. So we'll see if we can put you in a cathedral mood with
Okay.
a little Carol of
Okay.
the Bell. And this song, it's been used in like, I think every advertising thing. It sells cars, diamonds, fruitcake. It's
Yeah.
just, it's on
Fruitcake.
everything. Yeah, fruitcake.
All right.
Let's give it a shot.
Fruitcake.
Wow.
That's neat. Reeves,
you
on the tape of the cathedral show, can you find various songs?
Is it one long continuous
Yeah.
loop, or do you have the? Is it?
In fact,
Is that what this order
the
is?
program? Yeah. If
Okay.
you said let's drop into what child is this, we could do that.
Or I'd like to hear the one they just did in the cathedral to capture that reverberation.
All
It's in
right.
the mashup or
Reverberation.
something.
Reverberation. What is that?
Okay.
Yeah. See, you probably need to go about 50, 60 minutes in.
Okay.
Yeah, whatever.
It's not marked. But it's just so fun to play and have the musicians. We have the children's choir. We do things with the pipe organ as well. And the pipe organ likes to say it's the king of instruments. And then my piano, Bosie, says, well, we're pretty close. And so we had a duel in the middle.
A little drag race?
Little improv thing like that. At the end, I conceded.
nice.
I did the white flag. I said, I can't. You win.
I
Gon's
did
a
watch
great
part of it.
organist.
I didn't get to that.
And I did a costume change, of course.
Yeah.
I learned that from Lori Line.
You know her?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Did you wear a dress?
Is she doing her Christmas stuff this
She
year?
does lots of Christmas.
Yeah.
Plenty of shows.
When I worked at Dayton's in Rosedale,
I think she had a crush on us.
You think so?
Lori?
Lori Line?
I think so.
she had just started. This was 30 plus
yeah.
years ago, and she was just playing piano, the grand piano in the Rosedale Dayton's. And then her brand just grew out of nothing.
She was very good at, and I don't mean this in a bad way, people might take it bad, but at promoting herself. When I produced Van and Cheryl,
Yes.
she was on with us a lot, to promote
do you
concerts.
think he's
to
doing?
promote. Well, yeah.
A little bit.
That's
yeah,
okay.
a little
I
bit.
don't mean it in a bad way. I know people think that's bad. I think it's great.
No, it's
if you
wonderful.
Get out there and promote yourself.
May I tell you, and this is the first announcement, may I tell you that
Oh, yeah.
you may join us on Tuesday, January 17th at 7 p.m. in Hopkins at the Hopkins Center for the Arts. We're going to celebrate the
venue.
1,000th podcast of Garage Logic.
Nice.
Stephen C. will be there with his piano, John and Dylan Height with guitars. It's going to be a pretty good night. And tickets are free, but it's first come, first served. And they're only available at garagelogic.com. See you on January 17th. We're going to celebrate the 1,000th podcast at the Hopkins Center for the Arts, presented by 30 Bales. And I believe we'll be repairing to 30 Bales after the show for a bit of frivolity.
Also before.
I would join that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What now? I was listening. I'm trying to cue this
Right.
up.
Well, I was saying we're going to be celebrating the 1,000th
That's
podcast.
right. Yes.
Tuesday, January 17th, 7 p.m. at the Hopkins Center for the Arts. And it's first come, first serve, and the tickets are available at garagelogic.com.
What you were talking about before, there's a happy hour
Yes.
at 30 Bales
Okay.
that we'll be doing, and we'll all be there roaming around saying,
Right.
hi, how you doing?
Right.
And then afterwards, I believe Chris is hosting something at 30 Bales.
Yes. And I'm so excited because I just found out about it this morning.
Well, we all found out about it last night.
I know. I know.
no.
I'm joking. It's going to be fun. I'm excited.
A
I
lot
found
of
out today.
a lot of and Stephen C. found out today that he's got hired, and but it took a while for everyone to put this together from
Yes.
a corporate standpoint, and so we're glad to lock this in. It's Tuesday, January 17th, 7 p.m. at the Hopkins Center for the Arts. It's going to be a pretty cool night.
If you have never been there, it's a great venue. I've seen several
I have
concerts
been
there.
there, yeah.
Just wonderful.
Of course, I
It'll
was
be
there for a
fun.
British car show.
Right. People go
course
there
you
for
would.
different
Similar.
reasons. Yes.
Yeah.
Well, that's right.
Yeah.
That's artistic.
Very cool.
All right, what's next for us, men? This is too good to be true because we're not doing the normal failed academy stuff
Yeah.
today.
What the hell?
I'm thinking we
Once
need
again.
that, and we need that little drummer boy, kind of like this
Okay.
guy next to me, little drummer boy.
All right.
Right?
I went and looked for the sticks where I thought they were. I
We
couldn't
didn't
find
find sticks for
No.
Joe.
them. All I can hear is Howard Cosell. Come. There you go.
Come. Oh, ye faithful. I'm not exaggerating when I say this is the first
With the little drummer boy right next
There
to
you
me.
go.
Christmas music I've heard all year. The radio stations, it seems to me in the past, would inundate you with Christmas songs. I have not heard any, and I go up and down the dial every day checking things out.
Well, there's one station.
I'm sure there's a station
yeah.
too.
Yeah.
There's two.
There
But
it
I
is, yeah.
but I don't have them on my button, so I don't know where they are.
Cool. Cool. And then Love 105. Come.
Hey, there we go.
Come. They
keep it
told me. Bum. Reason?
Reason?
A newborn king to see. Bum. Good reason.
Love that.
Our finest gifts we bring. Bum. Catchy, isn't it? To lay before the king. Bum. Another bum. And finally bum. So, to honor him, bum. When we come. The place, Bethlehem. The event, I think you know it. Baby Jesus. Knew him well. Rum-pa-bum-bum. I am a poor boy, too, seeking a commonality with him. Rum-pa-bum-bum. I have no gifts to bring. Rum-pa-bum-bum. Except for my rare individuality. That's fit to give our king. Rum-pa-bum-bum. Rum-pa-bum-bum. Not to be redundant, but rum-pa-bum-bum.
God, he's...
Shall I play for you? Rum-pa-bum-bum. Right here, right now. On my drum.
The scene.
You know what happened next?
What?
What married
What?
you?
I'll tell you. Mary nodded. Rum-pa-bum-bum. The ox and lamb, look at them, keeping time. Rum-pa-bum-bum. I played my drum for him. Rum-pa-bum-bum. And ladies and gentlemen, I played my best for him. Rum-pa-bum-bum. Listen to me. Rum-pa-bum-bum. Rum-pa-bum-bum.
I hope you
what
can make
happened
it
then?
to.
A very touching moment.
Yeah. What do you do?
Then he smiled at me. Rum-pa-bum-bum. Appreciating my immense talent, obviously. Me and my drum. He knew he was touched by greatness. Howard Cosell reporting.
Well, I hope even though we're in a once-in-a-generation storm, you can find your way to EcoFun today or tomorrow. Still time for Christmas to take advantage of the winter sale. All electric bikes, $200 off. All the great scooters that turn errands into adventures, $100 to $500 off. Youth ATVs and dirt bikes in stock. Golf carts in stock. They're electronic fuel injected. Full-size ATVs with 2,000-pound winch and the 48-inch steel snowblade. Wouldn't that be fun to whip around on today?
Hell yes.
Clearing
Be
the
cold.
snow. 0% interest for 1 year financing on all products in stock, helmet, apparel, and 2 great locations. And I got an email. You keep saying they're west, immediately west of 35E. They're not west of 35E. They're west of 35. 35E is the split, and then they're about a mile up the road. Then you see Highway 97. Take the exit, go west on 97, boom.
Take the Slauson cut off. And
Yeah, take the
cut off your
cut off,
Slauson.
and there's EcoFun Motorsports, also down in Burnsville on the Service Road of Life near County Road 42. And be careful. I think the freeways are open in those vicinities.
They are, yes.
Even though it's a once-in-a-generation storm. It's ecofunmotorsports.com.
Got a great email from Mark, and I need help with this one, gentlemen, because there's a ruling involved in terms of one of the greatest products to hit the Garage Logic airwaves in quite some time, and I'm talking about the Slush Buster. You ready?
Uh-huh.
Joe, I know it's good form to use the products that sponsor the podcast. I am now referring to the Slush Buster.
Yep.
You will take the time to use the Slush Buster before pulling into the garage. I am curious as to how the conversation went when you suggested the same to the CP. I thought so. I showed my better half the instructional YouTube video, and she looked at me like I had a third eye growing from the tip of my nose.
Ew.
I asked, what? You wouldn't use that? She didn't dignify it with a response and wandered away muttering mild obscenities. So, fellas, how many of you out there are going to get your wives to use the Slush Buster? Most will think, as I'm sure the CP is, he'll clean up the slush from the garage floor the next time I run to the grocery store anyway. Good luck in pushing back from every alley in town. Literally, Mark, no pronoun needed.
Mm-hmm. I got no shot. There'll be no use of cleaning the car.
I will say this, in a once-in-a-generational storm like we're having right now, the cold weather makes it tough for the Slush Buster because that stuff's frozen pretty good.
Yeah. Yep.
But I think that's exactly why you need a Slush Buster. And Mr. Fratelloni gave me a great piece of advice. Call your Fratelloni store in advance to make sure they have it, because they've been selling out of these in a lot of their stores. So it's available at all 21 Fratelloni's locations. It's also available at the Welna Ace Hardware in Robbinsdale, and also online at slushbuster.us. A great product and a wonderful gift if you're still trying to find that last-minute gift for someone in your life. Slushbuster.us is the website. Tell them you heard about them here on the Garage Logic podcast.
Watch you for the cue.
I'm rolling.
All right,
Oh, he's rolling.
let's go.
Oh, are we supposed to start playing?
Just a little What Child Is This? One
Okay,
of my
sure.
earliest songs I ever heard in
Sure.
church as a wee little one. Thank you, Mom and Dad.
From GLer Ben, the trusty Toro 2000 wouldn't stay running last snowfall, so I poured in a can of Seafoam and let it sit. Today I went to start it, and after about 5 minutes of priming and choking, it's running perfectly. That stuff works miracles and saved me a trip to the shop. Thanks, Seafoam. And I'm saying, what else do you need to know? I'll tell you. Give all those cylinders an extra gulp this weekend. And you know what? Your daily driver deserves a full can when you fill up too. Let the cylinders celebrate the season. You can find it everywhere. It's a festive local company with a global reach, just like Santa. And a true gift in a world of bad gas. Saint Seafoam.
We are podcasting today from the Knack Hardware and Lounge. Mm-hmm. A lot of people ducking in to get out of the once-in-a-generation storm. Beards frozen. Hey, do euphorians buy cars without heaters?
I don't think so. Can you even purchase
Can
one?
you opt out of a heater when you buy a car? Because euphorians wear a lot of clothing to the point where I think it restricts their vision. They wear big choppers and those Cousin Eddie fur hats with the big flaps on them, and they can't see because they don't know how to work the defroster.
Yes.
And they're freezing to death when they're driving. Those cars have heaters.
Maybe they're shut off.
I don't think you can opt out of a heater. You can't go heater delete when you buy a car.
No, I don't think you can do that.
You can delete a back seat sometimes.
Even
You
if
go
you lived
back
in-
seat delete.
Even if you lived in Florida, you'd probably still want a heater.
Sure, because right now Florida's even cold because this is once in a generation.
That's right.
You know, Florida's never been cold before.
I don't think so.
Oh yeah. So euphorians, you amaze me. Every winter I see them bundled up and driving as though the car has no heater, and I'm just thinking, you have a heater, you just don't know how to use it apparently. And we need to cover something. I know we're not doing a regular show today, but I have to cover something because I got enough email on it to tell me that people are terribly interesting. Howard writes, I'm writing to correct something you've said twice in the past 2 weeks, that you should pump your brakes on ice. As I'm sure you're aware, every vehicle manufactured since about 1995, maybe earlier, has anti-lock braking systems as standard equipment. The owner's manual for my 2018 Nissan Armada states, using the system, depress the brake pedal and hold it down. Depress the brake pedal with firm, steady pressure, but do not pump the brakes. The ABS will operate to prevent the wheels from locking up. Steer the vehicle to avoid obstacles. Warning, do not pump the brake pedal. Doing so may result in increased stopping distances. Todd writes, don't pump the brakes. You may have missed the invention of anti-lock brake systems. With this standard technology in cars of today, pumping the brakes does harm. The brakes pump for you. Fact-based, right? Merry Christmas, Todd. Well, Todd, I'll get to you in a moment, but you're dead wrong. Carrie, I think I've been listening since the mid-'70s, tuning into Sunday Night Sports Talk while driving home from the races at Donnybrook. In those days, I was driving a 1968 Canary Yellow MGB with knockoff wires. Those wheels were mounted with Bridgestone radials. Joe, I know you have the patience of a gnat, but don't delete me yet. I drove that car in the winter. My dad taught me about winter driving, a higher gear and pumping the brakes. My kids grew up with ABS and were taught to lean hard on the brake pedal and feel the pulsing and steer out of trouble. Why are you and Kenny telling us? Why are you and Kelly telling us to pump the brakes? I'm telling you to pump the brakes. First of all, I don't care if you pump your brakes. I'm going to. The ABS, as far as I'm concerned, is useless on ice. Useless.
I agree.
I don't understand you people are having success with it.
We heard this 20 years ago, and I tried it, and no, it still works better to pump the brakes.
I'll take ABS on dry pavement, but on ice, you're crazy. All you do is just skid along while the brakes pulsate and catch each wheel. It doesn't do any good. I've never had success with ABS on ice. Yep. I pump the brakes, and I will continue to.
Well,
I'm very aware of what you know.
ABS kicks in even when you put your foot on the brake.
No, not if you're gentle. No, it doesn't. You just pump. You slow down instantly.
Yes, Kenny.
May I?
Yes.
I didn't know you were here.
I've learned through the years to choose my battles with Joe, and the pumping the brakes one is a battle I chose not to fight. My recommendation has always been ease into the brakes, ease into the throttle. But in Joe's defense, me personally, I always turn the ABS off, and I always do it old school. I need to feel that slip and be in control. You know, when it goes, ooh, I need to feel that. I need to be in control. I hate ABS. I don't use them in these kind of conditions,
Neither
but
do
that's
I.
me.
Yep. No, but
my
I think
advice
you're right.
is my advice to everybody, ABS or not, ease into the brakes.
I guess that's what I mean by pumping. I apply the pressure of a butterfly landing on a leaf.
There you go. Yep.
know.
That's me.
I
Nice
have
analogy.
Yeah.
I have a question, and I'm being serious. I just purchased a new vehicle, and it automatically turns the brights on, and I don't like that at all.
Yeah, I hate
Have-
that too.
So can I shut that off?
I don't know about your vehicle. On mine, I can. Yeah.
That was
I cannot shut my brakes off, Kenny.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Not that I'm aware of.
Yeah, I can turn traction control. It's traction control that I hate.
Yeah, I can turn it off on mine, but I like traction control when I'm starting.
Yeah, I'm not a fan.
But
we won't dwell on it. We have two fabulous musicians here, but I'm just telling you, all you emailers who think I'm unaware of ABS.
Yeah, you know what? In order to stop
mediocre.
further emails, you're right. I probably can't turn off my ABS.
I also do want it known that in real life, I cannot turn it off. I mean, this is what you're going to get, ladies and gentlemen.
This is what you get.
Every day.
Okay, you guys, you do what you want to do, and I'll do what I want to do. And
I didn't
we'll stop.
come here today to listen to us argue. I came
Neither
here
did
to
I.
listen to some music.
Don't worry, I have a skit.
Yes, sir.
He just informed me he has
got
a
a
skit.
Yeah, does he know we're playing music?
I'm coming in dressed as a Christmas tree. A fake one.
An elf would be
Is
better.
will he be in studio?
No,
with
he will
us?
be
Oh,
via
he'll
phone. He will
on
be
the
joining us a little bit early. He has a 1 o'clock commitment today.
Oh,
Well, why don't you get him on the phone while the lads play us another
That's a
tune?
great idea.
I think we need another smoke and drink song, a little
Yeah.
chestnuts
Yeah.
roasting
Yeah.
Christmas
Yeah.
song, and
Sure.
see what do you say, John?
sure.
Makes me feel I'm at the town and country or something.
Yeah. Oh yeah. You're the ice rat. Yeah.
Wish I could sing.
Who sang this best? Nat King Cole?
Yes.
Two kids from 1 to 54. Well, it's been said many times
Get a light. Get a light.
Oh, yeah, I got him ready. Take it. Take this.
Need a light.
Here you go. Here you go. Oh, puff it.
Oh, that's just lovely.
Wait for it.
I think we could do 2 versions of that.
Ooh, jazzy jingles.
Yeah.
Are you ready for Patrick? Sure. Now, Stephen, in order to pull up Patrick, I have to unfortunately switch over your keyboard, so I'm going to do that right now.
No
Patrick
worries.
has informed us that he has an opening skit for his
right.
appearance in Garage Logic today.
Pat?
Hello, you got me?
Yes, sir.
First of all, how do you think Nat King Cole did with the ladies? I was just
Slayed
thinking
'em.
about that.
No comment. No
Yeah.
comment.
He should have given up the cigarettes, man.
Yeah.
What did he die about 51?
45. He was 45 when he died of lung cancer.
Man. Wow, man. I think the smoking was part of the image, though, right?
Yeah,
Too.
it was.
The cool image, but man, he would have given me urges if I'd been around.
More so than
Dennis Eckersley.
Eck?
Or yeah, but not Dave Dahl when he had
Dave
his
Dahl, right? When he had the
The curly
he
hair.
had the perm.
Joe.
Yes.
Joe,
Yes.
here's the deal. It's an amazing society in which we live
Yes.
for consumers, right?
Right.
We can get diamonds and rubies and false diamonds and false rubies, and we can get electric cars and hybrid cars, and we can get $300 baseball bats for kids who can't hit and $300 hockey sticks for kids who can't play. We can get anything we want. You know what we can't get?
What?
Air. We cannot get air. Okay? Try to go to a gas station and get air for a tire anymore. Air is
Nope.
unobtainable. You
Can't get
cannot get air.
You can get air at my station.
Yeah.
Well,
But here's the distinction, Pat. You can't properly
get
get
air.
air from those machines. It has to be the old hose sticking out of the
Right to the compressor in the building.
Exactly. You're right, Pat. Those things don't work in this cold. I agree with you.
here's the deal.
The deal is here.
You're 77 years old, right?
Yep.
You know a guy.
And you're fat, okay?
Yep.
And the computer comes on. There's nothing worse in society for a guy in that condition to when the computer comes on and says your left back tire's got 26 pounds in it.
Sure.
Okay?
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
There's nothing worse because you got to bend over
Yep.
with your fat ass when the wind is blowing 60 miles an hour. You're going to freeze your teeth off, and your ass off, and then, but you can't get the air.
Yeah. No air.
You can't even do that. You're not allowed to do that.
I have a
There's no place. I stopped at 3 gas stations. One,
You have
rickety
air.
old fallen down gas station. I figured they got to have air, right?
Yeah.
They don't even have air.
No
anymore.
air.
You can't buy air. You know what? The only way to get air, you got to go buy new tires. Then they'll give you air.
No.
Yeah.
How
Yeah.
close
Now,
can you?
give me $1,000 worth of tires and put 38 pounds in them, and I'll see you in a year. Okay.
see you when it gets 10 below.
How close are you gonna be today to my house?
Not close enough to go over and get air.
Because I can get you air. I got my own air supply.
Yeah.
Air
Well,
Air
I don't-
supply.
there is one of those. Last time I looked, there was one of those machines at this rickety old Super America. But as you point out, Rook, they don't want to give you more than 30. They recommend 36, but they don't want to give you that much. They want you to come back.
No,
you know?
and I have $1 million idea. I think that really
Yes.
would work. On those machines, when it gets this cold, they should have an isolated camera like the cops wear. So if somebody comes up to it, you can watch what they're doing, and then we just put it on a YouTube channel. Like
There's
Pat
this-
getting down there to fill his tire, I would watch that movie.
If someone would fill up my tires right now to 36 pounds or whatever, I'd give them a $20 bill. $20
I have
for air.
the solution.
What's
And
that?
even I do it. I've got, actually a bunch of air compressors, and they don't cost much, and they fit right in your car. They're the size of a loaf of bread or smaller. You plug them into the cigarette lighter, you run it outside, you fill up your tire wherever you are.
This is Kenny. This is me you're talking.
He's too impatient to wait the 10 minutes that trickle fills up the tire.
This is the guy whose shop project for 12 weeks was an ashtray, okay? This was-
And that so inspired your mother, she quit smoking.
yeah. It wasn't. This is the guy who can't do it. This is the guy who tried to chop down a tree with a hatchet, this branch.
I need
So
a
this
hatchet.
is unlike, Patrick, this is unlike when you were on the trampoline at the state fair where you did get air.
Oh, the jumpers,
The only
yeah.
time- I almost lost my pants that time, too. But
Do you have Christmas errands to run today?
I've been out running around getting some, stuff, food and other
Blankets.
things for, the grandkids, wrapping up the final grandkids stuff. And yes, and then, or early this morning, I left. It was fine. But I've been out for a couple hours now, and all of a sudden, there it is.
The computer
annual
came on.
Winter computer. You're running out of air in your tire. So, yeah.
Well, I'd help you if you're close, but you're not close.
No, I am going to. I
My
might
sec-
have to go. I might have to go get my oil changed because they fill up your air when you fill up your tires. I got my oil.
Bonus.
Just give me the airport, and I'll pay you $90. Yeah.
Patrick, my second piece of advice, ignore it. Just ignore it.
Just
just
hope that it,
Drive it till you're on the rim.
come in June, it'll be fine, right?
You're on the rim.
Might reinflate itself.
I was downtown for a while today and realized we are not going to see pavement with this until April. We're
Right.
not going to
Yeah.
see any pavement. The streets down there, it's just like being out in the country. They didn't get plowed quick enough
On
and,
time, yeah.
Well, now we just got packed snow there.
Yeah.
Did you see that thing in Nashville, fellas?
No.
Did you see any tape of that? They
No.
got those two big freeways that collide with, that mesh with each other. And it was 9 degrees, and they were having an ice storm, and the 18-wheelers started flipping and sliding, and it looked like they had about a 10-hour backup last night. It was 9 degrees in Nashville, so we're better than that anyway.
Well, it's a once-in-a-generation storm, Pat.
Oh, yeah.
It could hit at any minute. I don't know what's delaying it.
Once in a generation, but it could be tomorrow, or it could be next year, or it could be 6 months from now.
I did find
what today we were supposed to get snow too.
No, just a lot of wind, but not in the metro apparently.
Oh, the wind is howling right now, buddy.
All right.
I don't know if it's 40, but it's 30. It's a good solid 30. It's colder now.
I don't know.
I'm looking at Armageddon on the cameras. I mean, come on. It's bad.
When I drove in, Joe, there were areas where you couldn't see because the snow was blowing.
Well, I guess I need to go outside.
Well,
I guess you
here's
do.
the other deal. I happened to be downtown, and so I stopped at the Barley's on Hennepin there because I had to pick something up.
Did you give anybody a ride?
Didn't look like anybody was there. I turned the corner on Hennepin. I damn near got blowing down to Harmon Place.
Mm-hmm.
And when the wind's blowing hard enough to move my fat ass, you know that it's howling, Joe. So
Patrick, I don't know if you or the rest of the crew have seen this, but I pulled this up knowing that you were going to join us today, and I pictured you when I first saw this on social media. There is a television station down in Waterloo, Iowa. And what they did was it was basically an all hands on deck to cover the once in a generation storm. And what the morning show did was they brought in the evening sports guy to do live weather report. This is hysterical because he has to do 3 hours worth of hits in which he's normally used to doing a 5-minute hit on a 30-minute newscast.
Mark, how you feeling out
doing
there?
Again, the same way I felt about 8 minutes ago when you asked me that same question, right? I normally do sports. Everything is canceled here for the next couple of days. So what better time to ask the sports guy to come in about 5 hours earlier than he would normally wake up, go stand out in the wind and the snow and the cold and tell other people not to do the same.
Anyway, it was hit after hit about that.
He was a grump, yeah.
Yeah, he wasn't.
Yeah, but
enjoying
it turned into a bit for him too.
Correct. Yeah.
Yeah.
It was funny. I thought it was pretty good.
It picked up all over the country, so that was a very.
Unlike when Maxie covered the riots, because Maxie attacked it with full force.
Wasn't a bit.
Yeah.
That was not a bit. Maxie was. You know, he's lucky he never ran across that kid from Illinois, Rittenhouse. He might have got shot. So
let's do one quick sports note.
Okay.
There's no way to figure out tomorrow's game because the Vikings are too weird.
I think they'll be fine. The Giants aren't very good, so I think they'll be fine. Then they go to Green Bay, and then the mystery will return, I think.
All right. Well, have a great Christmas, and I hope you get some air.
Yeah, it is. Yeah. What do you want for Christmas, Pat? Air. That's what I want.
Swing into a dealership.
I might have to do that.
Yeah.
But
Pat, I did take a look at the St. Paul jumping team, the Winter Carnival jumping team, at the State Fair after.
No, it's the blanket team.
Yeah, they're the St. Paul bouncy team.
Yeah.
And I did take a look at their apparatus over their what would you call that? Launching pad, and it was pretty tattered after you got air. It was bursting at the seams.
Yes, it was.
You got in trouble for that too, going on there from the DA, didn't you?
I can't remember.
I think she was a little upset.
No, I think it worked out fine.
Unnecessary risk.
I was going to tell you guys what she's mad about today.
Uh-oh.
She's mad about that I couldn't remember the name of one of her friends. She was trying to remember the name of one of her friends from this group she's going out to dinner with, and I said, Susan somebody, and I said, no, I don't know who that is, and she slammed the door, that was my problem. Right. I think it's going to be a tense Christmas.
My favorite, though, was when she picked up the line while you were on it, and you said, Ruth, get off the line. That was your ex. She didn't like that one, did she? You didn't say Ruth. You said the ex-wife.
Pat, say hello to Stephen C. We got the piano player in here.
Pat.
All right. That's a piano, huh? I thought it was a guy playing off a can.
Here's what you and the DA were conversing about.
I forget I'm having brunch with Megan tomorrow.
Who?
Megan, my coworker.
Who?
Yeah, that guy's got the same problem I do.
Yeah.
Yep.
All right,
See you
Pat.
later. Have a good Christmas.
You
fellas.
too.
See ya,
All right.
Patrick.
See, take us out, boys.
There he goes.
Before,
Hang on, I gotta
before
switch.
Reavers hits a break, let's have some music.
Before we take out, I made a grievous error. I tweeted that Stephen and I would be playing on Twitter. And like Kenny, for some reason, I put Stephen A. So, Stephen, let me apologize to you.
This is blasphemy. Yes.
God.
No worries.
I have no idea why. So
I think we should do a little bit of the mayor's theme melody in hopes that we could have better weather because it's called Behind the Waterfall. And I think we just need to play it a little bit. It might help us a little bit. You can jam on that one. A flat.
A flat.
Oh,
Wow,
boy.
you're a keyboard player, not a guitarist.
That's right.
A flat.
Getting warmer. The mayor's theme song.
Now that's different from "Don't Go Chasing Waterfalls."
Right. That's TLC.
That's TLC.
Much different.
Yeah,
I have never felt more
inadequate.
talentless
Yeah.
in my life. Watching these two guys create this music together, which haven't played together, and I'm sitting here. It's the fart joke deal. You know, when the other person's get all the awards and Bill Murray and you. Yeah. That's what I feel right now. Yeah. So to pick me up, what do?
Light a candle?
I light a candle, but I don't light a boring candle,
Jesus.
and I don't light the get the heck out of my house candle. That's a completely different deal. I light up a spiral light candle, which you can achieve at spirallightcandles.com. It's such a wonderful candle, and it's a talking piece. Kind of like music is a talking piece. Spiral light candles are as well. They burn in a circular motion, and as it was pointed out yesterday, when they burn in that circular motion, the melted wax comes to the middle, and once it's done with its spiral spin, you have a conventional candle. So it's like getting 2 for 1. What kind of stuff do they have? Well, go to their website, spirallightcandles.com. All shapes, sizes, and so many scents are out there. My personal favorite this year, mini donuts and the brandy Manhattan. That is a fabulous smelling candle. And of course, GLers always flock to
Where's Dad? He's just sniffing the bourbon
Yeah, he's
candle.
in there. Then he's going in the garage to get the cylinder index candle. Okay, this business was started by garage logicians. Their family, the Nelson family, is a wonderful people, and it started in the garage, and they're huge fans of Garage Logic. So stop burning boring candles this year. Pick up your candle game and go to spirallightcandles.com.
All right, gentlemen, I'm rolling.
Please don't let this feeling in.
But now they're not planned.
The countdown to Christmas almost over, but Rich at Maple Grove Lock and Safe, he's going to give us the gift of savings until the end of the year. We can save 10% in-store and website-wide through the end of December on all Liberty safes. Pop on to maplegrovelockandsafe.com where you'll see the entire Liberty lineup. You know all the basics already. I've been preaching about it for years. Made in the USA, transferable lifetime warranties, and simply the best fire protection in the business. And Rich, good thing for us, offers professional delivery and installation and 10% off for the rest of the year on the entire Liberty lineup through December. That's in-store and on the website, 6901 East Fish Lake Road and maplegrovelockandsafe.com.
Is there anything you guys want to do that's not necessarily Christmassy?
Yes.
I have to play the reharm of Smoke on the Water for some reason. I'm just craving that.
He actually texted me about that. So
Smoke on the Water. All right.
And this song is like brilliant when it goes to this part.
It is.
C major to A flat.
Why is that always the fundamental song that you have to learn first? Because it's
There's
easy.
something so.
What you're playing isn't easy though.
No, I'm reharmonizing.
Yeah,
it.
you're doing stuff with it.
it's because it sounds so loud and easy on guitar. So if you're a kid,
Yeah.
you learn rock and roll.
Okay.
It's just
That is the staple.
Like
that is the
guitar
staple.
players all have to learn that.
yeah. I mean, that's one of the first things I ever learned.
It's
when I
like
was
maybe the piano player needs to
14.
go. Or no, or they do.
There's certain songs I'm sure for piano players, just like guitarists, that you have to know if you're our age.
Yeah.
Blackbird, you have to
I
know
heard a
Blackbird,
little,
Dust in the Wind. You know, you have to know all those,
How
whether you
about a
like them or
little,
not.
How about a little Vince Guaraldi?
Oh, why not?
Oh, sure.
He was just doing the Peanuts
A
theme.
flat.
A flat.
Just see a winter scene. Love it.
Give me your phone.
I was texting Reusse.
How you doing on the YouTube search
As
for
a
Stephen's performance?
I
at the
have it.
cathedral?
I had it queued up. I just didn't know if you still wanted it.
What do we have queued
The
up?
song that you had asked about.
The bells?
No.
See
hold
how
on,
different
hold
it
on,
as a
hold on,
pianist,
hold on.
what when you're out? What is the number one
What child is
requested
this?
song, or not number one, but top three?
Like if you're in the country club world, it's always like the Big Show tune, Sound of Music, Phantom of the Opera, Les Mis for
Okay.
sure. Christmas, you're always going to get your Jingle Bells, but for sure Silent Night, which I'm sure we'll close with you guys singing,
I think
right?
we should.
Yeah, probably right.
What's everyone's favorite Christmas song? Mine's "Oh Holy Night." It's not even close.
Mine's the Darlene Love thing.
That's
Baby,
pretty good.
Baby, please come home for Christmas. Why don't you give Rook,
Mine is probably the Muppets sing.
as long as it's Rook's birthday, give him a little Les Mis.
Can you jump to
Can you jump
the Bishop?
Oh, he's gonna sing. I
You
guarantee.
know the
he's
Bishop
gonna
song?
No.
Tell his reverence your story. Let us see if he's impressed. That's pretty deep. How about
On My
Fontaine?
Own? On My Own?
On My Own? Yes.
sing. He's gonna sing.
Oh, wow. Fontaine. Living that love never I gotta catch up to you. Man. Wish I could sing. I can't sing.
You like that?
It's goosebumps.
Let's take you to the cathedral.
Oh,
Well done. Thank you.
We could
Happy
go
birthday.
Thank you
last
very
night.
much.
We
Nice
could go
gift.
last night.
$2,000 you said people there?
Wow.
I don't have that many friends. Oh, this is the Oregon improv thing. I think it's more around like 51 minutes. Are you looking for
I
Carol
thought I
of the Bell?
queued it up based upon.
But
what
is this
was...
where you battle the organist?
Yeah, a little bit.
Well, let's play that.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. I thought that's what you were asking for.
Sounds like something
organ's
from Dark
amazing.
Side of the Moon. Now, did you know this was going to happen?
We planned it, but we didn't. We just said, okay, Adesti filled us, O Come All Ye Faithful. That's the theme, but we didn't know what was going to happen. So he's playing it a little bit here, and then I answer it differently.
Yeah. Isn't that neat?
That sound.
It's better than neat. Neat is not a good adjective.
Lovely.
And I know it's crazy, but it's really fun to not know what you're gonna do.
Yeah.
It's like
sure.
literally, it's
You're
just like,
jamming.
Oh,
just
welcome to
yeah.
my life.
I'm gonna write that.
So
down.
this will be available on the Garage Logic website, but I'm also going to post this on both social media channels.
How about you better watch out, you better not cry. You better
Santa
not
Claus
pout, I'm
is
telling
coming
you
to
why.
town?
Santa Claus is coming
What
to town.
key would we do that in,
C?
Steven?
You got it in the book.
I'm sure. Santa Baby.
John doesn't-
Springsteen does a nice version of it.
Yeah, he's got the jamming one with all the.
He's got
Sleigh
Clarence
bells going.
and sleigh bells.
Okay.
Here we go. What key?
We're in C.
C, right?
C. Let's
Yep.
do C.
You doing lead on this one or?
Oh, am
follow?
I?
Yeah, why not? Let's see what happens.
There's an intro here, so I'll just play the intro. Okay. Probably playing it too fast.
No, it's good.
Oh.
Keep going.
Need somebody to turn the page. I gotta turn the page back.
This is your big solo now.
Oh, it is? Oh.
Better good, so be good for goodness sake. Better watch out. You better not cry. Better not pout. I'm telling you why. Well, Santa Claus is coming. Santa Claus is coming. Santa Claus is coming to town.
Yeah.
Just like rehearsal.
Just like
I can't believe that two extraordinarily talented musicians just got led by that meathead. You guys followed his cues perfectly.
I should have been
Just
singing before,
like
but I didn't.
rehearsal.
I forgot about it.
Wow,
That was more the Louis Red version.
that was fun.
Could you guys jam on Baby It's Cold Outside? Or is that too complicated?
No, I don't know. I don't know. Do you know it, Steven?
I would need a quick little like
Yeah, I mean,
refresher like YouTube. Just get it in my head and we can think along.
better.
Like, baby, it's cold
like a-
outside.
Slow blues, right?
Yeah, but it's got more change. It's more jazzy. I mean, the changes are more.
Way to stop the show, Such.
Hey, you got those car wheels
Here
there,
you go.
Chris?
Here you go.
Here.
I really can't stay. But baby, it's cold outside. I've got to go away. But baby, it's cold outside. This evening has been hoping that you.
Maybe we just let Ella do it.
Why, that's misogynistic.
Yes.
That's right. End times right here.
Yeah. All right, never mind that one. Never mind that one.
being canceled for even bringing that up, Joe.
Will Santa get through tomorrow night?
Santa never fails.
Have we picked him up on radar yet?
Oh,
know
good
that.
point.
Are you serious, Clark?
We watched that last night.
You serious, Clark?
Was it NORAX, right? Isn't that the website?
Hey, kids, radar just picked up Santa
NORAD.
coming from the North Pole. You serious, Clark?
NORAD.
NORAD, yeah.
That's right. Here we go.
All right.
Santa tracker.
And where is he? Boy, this is loading slow.
That's all right.
And good. We got an ad, so that's great.
That movie I watched the other night also, and I'm sorry, it's kind of horrible, but the funniest part to me is when he comes to greet the family and he's going to give him a kiss, and the cousin I'm talking about.
Yeah,
cousin.
he says, don't kiss her.
Well, the wife, he's going to give Beverly D'Angelo that
right.
character a kiss, and he opens his mouth this line and starts leaning down.
According to NORADSanta.org, the tracker countdown still has 13 hours to go.
Oh, plenty of time.
Wow.
So it's loading, but I'm saying the official tracker hasn't begun yet.
But the old jolly fellow has never been stymied by the weather.
No.
Even though it's once in a generation.
Got that big beard, and people are putting
He's
bourbon
fine.
out for him, or a
He's
glass
fine.
of milk, some
That's
cookies.
right. All right, boys, take it away.
Anything in the book there?
No, I was just working up a weird little bit there, but it went past. The time is gone.
Oh.
Timing.
Hey, Griswold, where do you think you're going to put a tree that big? Bend over and I'll show you.
God, it's my favorite line of the movie.
Boy, I used to know that too. Probably still do somehow. Well, that was years ago.
Bum.
All right. Well, we can do anything you want, Steve. It doesn't have to be Christmas.
No. What else we got?
Yell me a C out, or a C. Yell me a key out.
Some kind of standard Christmas blues and a key?
Sure.
Yeah.
What key?
Why not C then? No, let's do F.
F? Okay. Steven's playing a jazz blues right.
Yeah.
So I'm talking about.
Hell yeah.
That was nice. That was very nice.
Just like rehearsal.
You gotta end them all with that. Every single Christmas song.
Check the box. Tag Jingle Bells.
You might as well do Jingle Bells.
Jingle Bells.
You might as well. It's Christmas time.
Is that in the good book?
Oh, I'm sure it must be, huh? What key are you in there, Stephen?
G.
G for good.
While you're doing that, I'll tell
that's
you
what
about.
mine's in too. That's good.
I'm going to tell you about Eckberg Lammers. It's one of the most well-known law firms in the metro and western Wisconsin, serving the legal needs of businesses and individuals and municipalities for more than 70 years. Of course, they can help you with your personal estate and succession planning, but they'll get into business law, business succession planning, and commercial real estate. Small business owners, listen up. You got a plan for the transition of ownership interest. You've worked too hard. You don't want the courts involved. You want this done smoothly. You got to develop a plan to maintain operations and qualified management when you decide to sell or retire. So you get a hold of Eckberg Lammers, and they figure out the succession planning. That way, your business has a successful future long after you step away. And that's not all. They can figure out the transactional needs for your business, including business formation, mergers and acquisitions, succession planning, labor and employment, franchises, commercial real estate, and litigation. Keep this stuff out of the hands of the courts. We talk about the politics all the time. You don't want that to happen. Call Eckberg Lammers at 651-439-2878 or visit Eckberg Lammers at eckberglammers.com.
You know, this festive time of the year makes me think of one thing, Joe. Getting that garage door repaired.
It is the season.
It's the season. You know what? I bet when you had those cold temperatures these last couple of days, I bet you appreciate the fact that you had Rise and Shine garage doors out to your house for that 29-point inspection.
Yep.
Like I did just a couple of weeks ago. Here's their phone number. 651-300-3252. 651-300-3252. They'll come out to your place 7 days a week and give you that 29-point inspection. Here's what else they're going to do. They're going to take good care of you, and that's because they only hire the best. Certified technicians that are going to come to your door. 5% discount for seniors, military, and AAA members. And don't forget to ask about the Rooster Club membership. And if you're not in the Twin Cities, that's not a problem. They're expanding. Northfield, Isanti, Cambridge, Rochester, St. Cloud, Mankato. Man, a new garage door is going to up that value of your home like you wouldn't believe. So make sure you give them a call today. Perfect 5-star rating on Google and Yelp for Rise and Shine garage doors. Please give the crew a call and make sure you tell them that you heard about them here on the Garage Logic podcast.
Only because they come to us all the way from Marloth Park in Mpumalanga, South Africa, from the Traveling Lymans. And Matt, Tom Lyman wishes you to know that it's his birthday today.
Oh, wow. Congratulations. Happy birthday.
Mm-hmm. And on this day, in 1832,
Joe, today is December 23rd.
Hans Mattsson was born in Sweden.
It's Hans.
Bam.
Hans. He was an advocate for
Hans
Swedish.
Matsson's different.
I don't think he saw Die Hard.
He was an advocate for Swedish immigration. He would establish the Vasa colony in Goodhue County in 1853, and he served as a colonel in the 3rd Minnesota Regiment during the Civil War and U.S. Consul General in India from 1881 to 1883.
Hi, I'm Hans Olsen.
In 1877, he founded the Swedish newspaper Minnesota Stats Tidning, the Minnesota State Times. And he had some other stuff, but that's enough. I'd rather listen to the music.
Rook, for your birthday,
Yeah.
the candy cane spanking photo I have posted to social media.
Yes.
Is blowing up the internet right now.
Is it?
So you're welcome.
Always happy for that.
You're
Thank you
welcome.
very
You're
much.
welcome.
Much appreciated.
Everybody going to sing?
Here we go.
Ouch. Holy night. All is gone.
Have another.
All is bright.
Have another meatball, Dizzy.
Virgin mother and child. Holy infant, so tender and mild. Sleep in heavenly peace. Sleep in heavenly peace.
How are you signing?
I'm signing.
Are we done?
Boom, 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 boom.
Pa-rum-pa-bum-bum.
Son of God, love's pure light, radiant beams from thy holy face.
Listen to you.
With the dawn of redeeming grace, Jesus, Lord, at thy birth. Jesus, Lord, at thy birth.
Thank you, boys.
Beautiful.
Thank you for having me.
Thank you,
for making me
Stephen
sound
C.
halfway decent.
You can see Stephen C. join us on January 17th.
Where's that going to be,
Well,
Joe?
that's going to be at the Hopkins Center for the Arts on Tuesday, January 17th. We're going to celebrate the 1,000th podcast. And it's first come, first served. Dylan Heidt, John Heidt, Stephen C. Tickets are free, but are first come, first served, and only available at garagelogic.com.
Fantastic.
When we first started singing that, remember the old SNL bit with the caveman?
Yeah.
Frankenstein.
Oh, Little Town of Bethlehem. Or when they sang Oh, Little Town of Bethlehem, they got two lines and they went.
Well, thank you. Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Sure.
It's the best
Yeah.
Christmas
Just like
music I've heard
rehearsal.
all year. Yeah.
Well,
All right.
it's the only, huh?
The Garage Logic podcast is available on YouTube, Joe.
Good.
So what you should do is you should subscribe to the Garage Logic YouTube page. It's there for you. You can also follow us along on all of our social media channels. We're available on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and the Garage Logic Town Council makes a wonderful gift. Find out more about how to sign up and how to give the gift of Garage Logic. You do that at the website, which is, of course, garagelogic.com. Merry Christmas, GLers.
92% of households that start the year with Peloton are still active a year later.
All because of a fancy bike?
Not just bikes. We also make a rower.
Have you ever tried to row? Too hard.
Not with Form Assist. It actually teaches you how to row. So it doesn't matter if you're a first-time rower or a seasoned pro. Peloton can help you achieve your fitness goals. 92% stick with it. So can you. Try the Peloton Row risk-free with a 30-day home trial. New members only. Not available in remote locations. See additional terms at onepeloton.com/home-trial.
With one of the best savings rates in America, banking with Capital One is the easiest decision in the history of decisions. Even easier than choosing Slash to be in your band.
Next up for lead guitar. You're in.
Cool. Yep, even easier than that. And with no fees or minimums on checking and savings accounts, is it even a decision? That's banking reimagined. What's in your wallet?
Terms apply. See CapitalOne.com/bank for details. Capital One NA, member FDIC.